Alright, you can grab it.
Okay. Oh.
Missing the tip.
Yeah. Woohoo.
Still works. Is the tip in there too?
Not that I know.
Alright, point at something. Ooh.
Oh, that's a great one.
Well, keep it under the camera. Rub it on your pants.
I had no clue I was gonna find that. Oh, this was what I was talking about. One of these cool balls.
Good job. Alright, here's a little cleanup from our Tennessee trip. Apologies for, we don't have many of these finds on video. Sometimes it just goes that way when we're all, these are all surface finds, so sometimes we're spread out or only one of us has a camera, that sort of thing. But didn't find a whole lot. Happy with what we did find. This is just your little thumb scraper. We find a lot of these in Kentucky. This is probably the first one we found in Tennessee, but basically looks the exact same. Little base here. Not much to that left. Another base. Bennett found this one. You want to tell that story?
Mm-hmm. It was kind of farther away from the spot we're used to finding them. And it was like 500 yards from where we started. And it was where dark kind of dirt and sand. So it was kind of hard to actually find stuff there. Well, the spot where we were looking. And it is very serrated on the edges.
Yeah, it's a bummer that tip's knocked off, but it's pretty cool. And you didn't see very much of it, right? You just saw a little piece of it and then...
Yeah, I just saw the serrated edges.
Okay. This one's interesting. I can't tell. I don't know if they reworked that down to that tip. Kind of looks like it. That is what happened. I think so. Here's just a side notch or maybe a scraper or something. Nothing pretty. This guy was just sitting there on the surface, ready to be found. Just wasn't covered up at all. Just very cool. One of the smaller ones I've found anywhere. Bennett found this one. I think this is red jasper. We don't see a lot of jasper anywhere we hunt. It's our understanding that jasper was harder to work and shape. Don't know if that's factual, but this is pretty cool. First of its kind in any of our cases. Again, shame it's broken. There's only a little bit of this one showing. And it looked like it was going to be a bigger piece, but this is all that came out. It's got some cortex on it. It's pretty rough. I guess that's just a edge, some sort of blade or knife. They just made the most of it. Pretty cool white stone. These two were not found at the same time, but ended up being probably just a few feet from each other, both just laying on the surface. That looks reworked to me. Don't know if that's a Jack's Reef or just the way they worked it down to this shape, but it's pretty cool. It's the only white stone out of the bunch. What you got?
If you know what this type of stone is, comment down below so we can see if we can find out what type of material this is.
Yeah, and if you comments on anything are welcome. Here, you found this, and is there a story with that? That's probably the find of the trip, I think.
It was mostly it was one of our sandiest parts where we find most of our stuff there. And I could only see where that brown line goes to the tip, and I just saw the work snuff and I wanted to pick it up.
Very cool lines in it.
And I don't know if you know this already, but if it's mostly worked on that side where it goes straight down, that can also mean that the Indians could be right-handed or left-handed.
That's what we've heard anyway. Just a tip here. Pretty stuff. Another tip. Much narrower, maybe a tip of a drill or who knows. A couple stone pieces. We'll start. This is actually a pottery. This isn't.
We don't know if it's.
I don't think this is ancient. Obviously, it's got. Feels like a laminated side, maybe, but. I don't know. We picked it up. Comments on that? Let us know what you think. My dad picked up this, thought it was just interesting looking.
It kind of looks like a foot.
It looks like a foot, or somebody said a duck bill, or
Moccasin.
I don't know. I mean, if it was a tool, maybe a braider or planer, or what you got?
Or, in my opinion, it kind of looks like a foot. So they could have put in the moccasins to keep it in shape from not crinkling up.
Oh, you think so?
Yeah. 'Cause you know leather.
That's funny. I don't know. Maybe a tool, maybe a rock. Let us know if you got any ideas on that one. This one looked to me like it had a little bit on it.
Edge.
Could just be a coincidence. It might just be a rock because it doesn't feel too polished or shaped. Don't know. We found broken celts and stone tools like that, but we don't have anything grooved or. So if you have an opinion on this, let us know. Could just be a rock. Same with this one. Thought this one was pretty cool. It's smooth. It's very flat on four sides. Not grooved, but maybe some pecking on this side. Maybe a hammer of sorts. This side right here looks like it took most of the work or abuse. Looked a little too formed just to be natural, but I'm sure that can happen too. Any more comments, Bennett?
Nope.
So that's last Tennessee trip. This was, let's see,
How was this weekend?
last weekend, which
Last weekend.
February 22nd. That's our last trip anywhere. Hope to get back to Kentucky at some point soon, and maybe we'll do some Georgia Creek walks or some family. We've got some family spots where we can walk, and we found some stuff. So we'll always keep looking. Thanks for watching.